You are saying to the human race, for the first time, an official intelligence representative at a high level from the US government is saying publicly, we are not alone.
We're definitely not alone. Absolutely, the data points empirically that we're not alone, yeah.
Now, all the way through November of this year and into this month, December, I have seen a massive amount of people posting videos of UFO sightings. I mean, I've seen at least 10 new ones every day. These things seem to be appearing on a daily basis. There is a massive influx of new videos every day. Now, something is happening and I really don't know what it is. Have any of you guys seen anything, recorded anything? I've been keeping my eyes peeled myself, but I haven't seen anything yet currently. Now, I'm not sure if any of you guys have heard of this before, but over 20 years ago, a computer programmer named Cliff High invented a software program that could almost predict future events. It used internet search engines, and it searched the internet for different patterns, and it searched for different language and sort of patterns within the language to sort of predict different outcomes that might happen in the future. Now, before this event could happen, another smaller event had to happen. It was called a trigger event. Now, in 2009, it came up with a prediction that this year, 2024, in December, a battle would take place in the sky between different kinds of UFOs and ourselves in fighter planes and things like that. Now, that is quite unbelievable in itself, but the trigger event, the smaller event that had to happen first, has already happened. And that trigger event was Joe Rogan talking to Donald Trump about the presidency on his podcast. Now, back in 2009, Joe Rogan hadn't even started his podcast. He didn't start it till a few months later. And Donald Trump hadn't even considered sort of being part of, the presidency campaign. So this is quite an unbelievable thing, really. I was baffled when I first heard this. I mean, that was such a random trigger event to happen. So is this event was supposed to have happened on the 3rd of December, but obviously that hasn't happened. But, it could be a few days, weeks, even months out of sort of its prediction range. So has anybody else heard of this guy before and this computer program? Because I find it absolutely fantastic. Now, a lot of you may have heard about the Immaculate Constellation project. I did a video on it recently. We've got the government officials, the whistleblowers coming out to talk about these UFOs, these UAPs do exist, and they have possibly been here for a lot longer than we have. The possibility that they are living in the ocean, maybe to avoid, contact with humanity. Have these things just had enough and thought, you know what, these humans are causing so much issues up on the surface, let's just get out of here and leave the planet. Possibly this is why we're seeing so many sightings. They're all leaving us. Now, I don't trust governments, especially here in the UK. Never trusted a government myself. Is this just a distraction for us to sort of look away from what is happening with the governments at the moment? Is this part of this Project Bluebeam that I've been hearing about quite a lot recently, sort of holographic images being displayed rather than sort of real life things like the UFOs? We're not actually seeing them. These are projected into the skies to sort of distract us from other things that are going on around us. Now, I'm not sure. There is definitely something going on, because there are just so many sightings at the moment. More sightings than I think I've ever witnessed myself. I mean, I'm always looking at social media for different kind of videos that put up about UFOs and UAP sightings. Now, a lot of these things are being described as drones. They're smaller sort of objects, but they're not just being seen by civilians like you and me. They're seen over military installations in the UK, some in the States. So these are being witnessed by a whole different variety of people, a lot of people in official sort of capacities. So that there is definitely something going on. Whether, these things have been here for many years before us and have just decided Earth is done for, let's get out of here. Now, I do often wonder what humans' reactions would be to discover that there is alien life and that alien life has visited us, especially if we were to come sort of face to face with a different race from a different planet. We're quite often told by governments that, you know, we're not ready to sort of discover the truth about this alien life. I think fear would be our first sort of reaction, which is a natural reaction. It'd be, in my mind, very fearful of something like this. But I think it's not down to governments to decide that for us. I really think that's for us to sort of come to terms with ourselves. You know, of course people will be fearful, but, you know, if they're not here to attack us, they're not here to take our resources, they're just here because they want to discover other life. I think governments need to allow humans ourselves to make that decision for us. Now, humans are quite often scared of, you know, things that look a bit human, sort of the uncanny valley sort of scenario. Now, I wonder whether this has been programmed into us from sort of earlier humans, where they've maybe come across things like this in the past and have obviously been fearful of it, and it's sort of hardwired into the brain now, which has sort of evolved along with us. So I wonder whether in the past, you know, early humans have been interacting with alien life at some point. I don't know, but there's definitely something hardwired into our brain to be fearful of, you know, that something that's totally different. But again, I really do think this is something down to humans to decide, not governments to tell us that we're not ready. You know, there possibly would be panic on the streets and things like that, but, you know, I think at some point we need to be told the truth. And I think that time is coming. I really do. Going to wrap that video up for today. Thank you very much for joining me. Been a great week, fantastic. We surpassed the 1,000 subscribers mark, which is absolutely incredible. In fact, we've gone over that now. So yeah, thank you to everybody who subscribed. If you're new, it'd be great if you could join us here, subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. Love to read all your comments, they're absolutely fantastic. So yeah, hopefully we'll see you on the next one.